Dun, 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 dun.
And we back and we back and we back with another episode of Facts and Stats. Week 9. A lot have been going on this week, man. So many upsets, so many high scoring games. But first, we want to introduce the people we got in here. What's good with you, Meech? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I know I'm half and half on the day so far. So hopefully my boys could come through tonight and, end it off on a good note.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. P. Dot, how you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good. That is great. How y'all, man? Everybody.
Man, blessing highly favored. Blessing highly favored. We're gonna get into this first game, 4:30 game that just ended. Kansas City Chiefs take the loss to the Buffalo Bills.
Thankfully,
28-21. What you got, me?
look, I called that shit. But no, the Kansas City Chiefs, they proved exactly what I thought was actually going to be the issue. They couldn't stop James Cook. James was definitely getting a lot of chunk yardage. I think he was at when I was actually had eyes on the game, he was averaging almost 4.5, 5 yards a pop. At that point, I mean, it was really getting hectic out there. And then Josh Allen really helping move down the field. They really gave Kansas City a run for their money. But the Bills defense played better than Kansas City defense at the end of the day. They had that one extra stop.
Yes, sir. What you got on the take, P. Dot?
Nah, word. It's regular season ball. I think these teams see each other in regular season. Usually, Buffalo is beating them. I believe they have the series edge and everything. So I'm not surprised. This is me said. I didn't call it. I didn't play this week, but I did see the game and I did see that they were playing. But yeah, usually I'm not surprised. But I think this isn't a playoff battle. I think the biggest thing was seeing James Cook have success was pivotal for the Bills. You know what I'm saying? To be able to trust him more in the playoffs, like they haven't done over the past couple of seasons, and it being that they've lost because of that. To be honest, put too much on Josh Allen, receivers, and his legs and things like that.
Nah, for real, man. James Cook is a valuable piece to the offense. I gotta agree with you. Regular season, I think they went up to 5-0 now.
Mm-hmm.
But in the postseason, they like 0-4 against the Kansas
Yep.
City Chiefs. So
Yep. Yep.
they got them in the regular season, but it's gonna be a struggle in the playoffs. But Dalton Kincaid, man, Dalton Kincaid, 6 catches, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Kept finding a
Killing them
way
for
to
the
get
tight
open
end.
down the field. It was crazy, man. Like you said, Mitch, the defense on the Kansas City Chiefs wasn't stepping up for real as much as Buffalo. So Josh Allen got a little bit more done, 2 touchdowns on the ground, one in the air. It's
Hell
not
yeah.
surprising. We know it's gonna be a good game. Come down to the wire, which it did. But
I,
like Josh Allen said, they just made one better play than Kansas City did for them to win the game.
but like you said, all of that's great, nice and dandy, but they got to do it in the playoffs, man. It was funny because as the announcers were going through the game, they did mention something that was interesting. That this is the first time that these teams have met, and they're both not leading their division. So we'll see as the season goes on, as people come back from injuries, and other injuries happen, unfortunately. So we'll see who stays the healthiest, and when they get to that second meeting in the playoffs, and then we'll really see what the real deal is.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. Yes, sir. Okay, I was a little slow on that ticket right there. Uh, I don't want to get to them coach yet. We're gonna say that one. We're gonna get to the Falcons versus the Patriots. Falcons versus the
Hey,
Patriots. The Patriots won this one 24-23. What y'all seeing? What you seeing this one, Meek?
I didn't actually get to see this game, but I did pick the Pats to win. And my assumption is that it's just the Drake May show, which is has always been. Um, And it's funny because the Patriots are like having a very quiet but dominant season. I think they're like what 7-2 or some dumb shit like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So and they're really beating teams up, and they're beating teams by a wide margin. That's the thing.
What you got, P? That
No, I like the Patriots team and what they're doing. And allowing Drake May to come into his own. I'm not ready to call him the real deal. And this game I think really showed, has shown me why. Being that this team's strength, Atlanta, their defense, is their defensive line. So just seeing how they played today, they played really, really well, and were the deciding factor when it really came down to it, with the game on the line. And they couldn't get it. They held it down. And if I'm not mistaken, Atlanta won, correct?
No, Atlanta
could
lost.
The Patriots
yeah.
won. My bad. But even still, with the defensive line coming up and holding it down, I just think the Patriots defense was better today. That's really what it came down to.
Well, I give you that one, but they could not stop Drake. Drake London out that motherfucker.
Right.
3 touchdowns, over 100 yards,
Yeah.
9 receptions. They could not stop that boy. But
Right.
it came down to the last drive, man. It came down to the center hiking the ball too fast. They got called for a grounding play on that because Penix ain't have nowhere to throw it,
Yeah.
and that job like cost them the game at the end. So.
Right.
Atlanta was in. It was a good game. The Patriots wasn't showing nothing that they was super dominant, but they are 7-2, so I give them that respect. It's funny that they 7-2 and we 7-2 at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Coast and Patriots always got that little rivalry going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Shout out to the Patriots. Shout out to Cardi B being up there with Robert Kraft and the suite. I don't know how she pulled that off. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Diggs, of course, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. I guess they trying to get a little Taylor Swift motion going on over there. And they at 7-2 right now, man. So shout out to the Patriots. All right, man. The game I ain't want to get into, man.
Hey man, I picked
Indianapolis.
y'all to win, man. Y'all let me down. What happened in the first 2 quarters?
Hey, man. So Indianapolis Colts versus the goddamn Pittsburgh Steelers. This is like a
Them
rival
boys,
game to us.
them boys,
Huh?
them boys.
Y'all got it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Defense
Respect.
stepped up. The defense stepped up big time. Cam Hayward got them 2 deflections. That was big time. TJ Watt with the strip sack. That was big time. Jalen Ramsey made a couple of big plays on third down. Patrick Queen made a couple of big plays on third down. Defense stepped up. Daniel Jones looked, like a New York Giants Daniel Jones, but hopefully that just be 1 week and he move on and get better from that. I
And,
don't like what I don't like is us throwing the ball 50 times with Daniel
Right.
Jones and only giving Jonathan Teller the ball 14
Right.
carries.
Right.
That's crazy. So
and
let's
that
get back to our
that is
system.
crazy.
Right.
But what you got, me?
Nah, I was gonna say. Speaking of Jalen Ramsey, there was a particular play that I didn't like that the refs called a personal foul on. It was a play where I think what's his name? I think it was Pippen. He had caught a pass over the middle and Jalen blew him up.
Yep.
But they called him for a personal foul on that. I'm like, that's bullshit.
That's football.
And this is another example of like the refs, I think over policing the NFL at one time because Jalen was actually coming in at his midsection, and when he caught the ball, Shorty actually dipped his head down and put
Yeah.
his head in the danger zone. It's like, at what point do we have to understand where it's actually targeting and where these offensive players are actually putting themselves in
It
these
should be an
precarious
offensive penalty.
situations? And that was like a crazy call to me.
For sure.
How y'all gentlemen doing on this fine Sunday?
What's
How
going
you
on?
doing,
What's up,
Jay?
buddy?
How
What's
you doing,
good?
Jay Carter?
I'm man, I'd have had better days, I'd have had worse days, but today's the day. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Still top seed.
I
So,
feel
it
so
was it was a good game, but it just went in the way of us having a lot of turnovers, man.
you know,
And I want to start it off by saying Josh Downs started off with that punt return when he fumbled that joint. Even though y'all ain't do nothing with it, we
not a
got the
damn
ball
thing.
back. We ain't do nothing with it either. So we just like killed momentum after that. Momentum shifted. Y'all took it over. So,
Yeah, man, it happens, man. Any given Sunday, man. You
but
know,
y'all fighting though. Y'all what y'all at the
we
y'all
top
at
of
the
the
top of y'all
division,
division,
man.
right?
Yeah, it ain't nothing really to speak about. We clawing still. Not everybody has the luxury of being 7-2, but at the same time, we know we can do with a team that's 7-2. So
Mm. So how y'all like y'all chances going? Being the
oh,
coach, did y'all
I love
see?
my chances.
Okay. Did y'all see anything that give y'all more confidence going into the playoffs?
This is our defense, man. Our defense finally came to play. Um, Without our defense being the way that it need to be, we would never be successful because that's how we built. So the defense being able to step up and make turnovers and controlling the game, it make it easier for our offense, take the pressure off our offense. So to be honest with you, I like us against any team in the AFC if our defense play like that. I don't need 6 turnovers. Give me 2. I got us beating anybody. You feel me? I mean, but it felt good to knock a team off the heater for a second and let them know, like, you know, especially because to be honest with you, the last 2 L's we took, those are they wasn't skeptical. I feel like Green Bay overall, you could say the better team, but like I said last week, you see they play to whoever they going against. That's how they play like, and we seen that today with them taking
We've
the
done
L to
that for
Carolina.
years, for sure.
So you feel me? I it just wasn't all week last week, but I take it this week.
Okay. Y'all bounce back this week. What about you, P. Dye? You feel about your chances going in the playoffs?
You said the Steelers
Yeah.
going into the playoffs. I think they're saving their best ball for the playoffs. I mean, I think that's optimistic of me to think because I've had my fair share of problems with this defense, and most importantly, Patrick Queen. I've been on Twitter cussing his ass out and some more shit because I've been really fed up with the up and down play and the lack of leadership. Really, he doesn't do it for me. He doesn't come off as a dog, but with all the criticism aside or whatever, he played well and he has played well and he has spurts where he looked like he could take over a game and control the game. But that's up and down. So I his longevity seems, last time because he's still,
Okay. Vegan, you ain't here, Vegan?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Shit, before we move on, since into the chat, we want to get your take on the Coast versus Steelers game real quick.
Um, you know, every dog has his day. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Um, that's what happens when a team turns the ball over 6 times. I guess can't really expect to win.
right.
But for it to be a one-score game with 6 turnovers, that's like,
I mean, one score game fighting for your life at the end of the game. Come on now, brother.
yeah, I know 6 times though. Y'all got 6 extra possessions.
I mean, but y'all got what? at the time 3 extra wins. Why are y'all even turning the ball over? It's this late in the season.
What does 3 extra wins have to do with the game that
The
we're
3
playing
extra
right
wins had
now?
to do with y'all being a quality squad. If you're a quality squad, taking care of the ball comes with being quality winners. So therefore, the 3 wins that you had over us because y'all were a quality squad. I didn't see a quality squad today, so that's what I'm saying. That's what it has to do with it, brother.
It looked like the
You
Rams
ain't see
game.
a
Of
quality
course,
squad, or you ain't see a
I
quality
mean,
quarterback.
I'm about to
I
say
mean,
you
like you
really
said,
didn't see.
like you said last week, you feel like he the game manager, okay, but I feel as though that he shouldn't be throwing the ball 50 times regardless
Right.
Right.
because that ain't his game.
Right.
No.
However, 35 times I see him doing very well with even that many, but just not efficient. But
Man, I
at the
don't know
same
what the fuck
time,
this is.
I feel like JT couldn't get a chance to get going. We did a good job bottling
Right.
up when he did get the ball, but he didn't get a chance to get going. I
Right. You
didn't
got
feel
to
like
get
y'all
going.
offensive line look as dominant as y'all normally look. Number 90 finally came to play.
Right.
Y'all receivers was torching our secondary. I'm gonna be honest with you. Joey Porter got cooked on y'all whole first drive was killing Joey Porter. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't that we ain't make mistakes neither. Y'all just made a lot more, and the game got close. Yeah, because at the end of the day, y'all fighting for y'all life. You feel like we just watch. If you was just watching all the
Hey,
games today,
real
all the
quick.
games was
But
somebody
at the
fighting for
same
their life.
time, I do agree. But the coach just got away from that game plan. They need to feed Jonathan Taylor at least
Yeah.
They
20
got
times a
to.
Yeah.
game. I do agree.
Yeah.
That's the end. That's like bro
That's the
said
end.
last week.
That's
That's
the
the
end of the day.
MVP.
Like they cannot go forward into the latter half of the season not giving Jonathan Taylor between 20 to
Right.
25 carries
Especially
a game.
right going into the playoffs. Yeah.
They
Bruh.
can't. They're going.
That's
Right. He needs more
Unfortunately, they're going to have
minutes.
to run them. They're going to run them
Yeah.
down.
That's getting
Right.
away from that quality ball, bro. Y'all, that's what
Mm-hmm.
separates y'all, bro. That
That's
man in
that's
the
that's what
backfield.
winners do.
I think we chanced it on putting the ball in Daniel Jones. Real quick though, if everybody could mute their mic if you ain't talking, so we could back up that cancel out that backup noise right there. But yeah, I feel as though they try to put it in Daniel Jones like you was talking about last week, Jay Cash. You was feeling like Daniel Jones is that guy. I feel as though Stan Steigner and the coaching staff was feeling like he was that guy. So they put the ball in his hand a little bit more this week, and this is the result that you get. So I'm a little bummed out about that, for them to go with that system against the Pittsburgh Steelers because that's a rivalry game. We
I don't
always
feel
like
like we
to
was the team to try that on.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a
No,
good
you
defense
feel
with
me?
all the names that I mentioned. Like I said, Jalen Ramsey did his part, Patrick Queen did his part, Cameron Haywood did his part with the pass deflections. That was huge starting off. TJ Watt with the strip sack. So that was, defense did their part. So we're putting the ball in Daniel Jones because it was a lot of first downs where we were just throwing the joint. I'm like, Mo, why we ain't had no screen plays with JT? Why we ain't running the ball a little bit more? 14 carries, that ain't enough. I feel as though you should have around 25, but that's just me. But yeah, man, I feel as though we put the ball in Daniel Jones' hand a little bit more than needed.
I mean, hindsight's a beautiful thing, It allows people to step back and have different opinions and stuff like that. But I'm not too bummed out on the outcome. You give a team 6 extra possessions, regardless quality team or not. It still ain't supposed to be a 1-score game. So shout out to the Steelers because they did. Their defense came to play, but again, I'm not too concerned.
So you feel like it's more so that y'all. Granted, I understand 6 turnovers is 6 turnovers,
Yeah,
but
they got a game.
so you feel as though that y'all lost it more than the Steelers won it.
Combination of both, but I would definitely say like, yeah, we gave away the game more
And
than.
I and we're in total
Mm,
agreement, brother. I ain't. You
mm.
feel what I'm saying? That ain't 6 turnovers regardless. Y'all was in the game though. Yeah,
Yeah,
we only went up a couple possessions because of really the field goal that changed the ball game. At like, I think it was the one we got at before
yeah.
halftime, and then
Before
we
half,
got and see that's another thing that really could have killed us. We asked for the ball first and went out there and coughed the bitch back up to y'all. Like so, it was like I really thought it was going to be a long day for real. So And I'm thinking y'all ready to sit there and grind the ball out. You feel me? Well, as long as y'all running the ball, y'all running the clock. I can see Daniel Jones was hitting everything he was supposed to hit in the first couple drives, but at one time, I feel like that one strip sack changed everything, bro. Because then now you gotta, I don't know. I feel like it took the blanket off the line for a second because y'all just was so y'all been killing it. The line has been killing it. Y'all been playing damn near flawless when it comes to O-line play. And this game is kind of where it didn't really show a flaw. It might have just showed our players that we are actually in the league as well. To me, I feel like it was more of that. It didn't really show y'all as a flaw. It showed us being able to be like, nigga, what the fuck? We are here. We're number one in the division. Like, we need to start playing like it because eventually these games, our next couple schedules, we needed this win more than y'all needed to win. But I was here with a Colts fan. One of my best friends a Colts fan. And he sounds just like how y'all sound. He's not mad because he kind of wanted, not that nobody wants to lose, but he's okay with y'all losing now because with y'all play Atlanta in Spain or Belgium or whatever the fuck way, wherever y'all play, and then y'all got the bye week, and then after that y'all got Kansas City. So like out of the 3 games y'all had, I'd rather y'all take the L between us and Atlanta than Kansas City because I need y'all to beat Kansas City and being in the AFC position. So, and y'all really do take care of business when it comes to Kansas City in the years past. So, I just, you feel me? I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all not in our way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't in our way until we play in the playoffs. So it ain't really. I like what y'all got going on over there. It wasn't coming from a biased position just because I like the Steelers. All that's coming from because me and D was just talking this shit last week. You feel me? But other than that, bro, this shit ain't got nothing to do. You feel what I'm saying? Personal when it comes to the coach because at the end of the day, bro, y'all have always been pretty solid to me. Like I told D, y'all just needed a quarterback, and I feel as though that Daniel Jones fits everything that's going on in the situation if y'all running the ball the correct way. And that just showed that today. If y'all not running the ball the correct way, it's going to cause more turnovers. And the more turnovers y'all get, I don't think that once y'all get turnovers, I don't think y'all have a high-power offense to then fight back from certain teams because we're not a high-power offense. So that's why y'all only lost by 7 points having the six turnovers. But if y'all do that against a team like Kansas City, that shit curtains. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You feel me? So that's what it come down to, that quality ball, bro. I need to see it from y'all for the rest of the season because that's what got y'all to 7-1.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Definitely. My fault, coach. Definitely. I just wanted to say for sure, don't take my comments as like
Oh no, bro.
me ripping into one team or the other type shit. No, that's not what I was doing. Because personally, like I said, I wasn't too beat up on the outcome, and if I was really looking like just from a non-biased standpoint, I would definitely say both teams could take positives from today. Because, like you said, it was a combination of both the Colts giving away the game and the Steelers taking it. The defense showed up, and they actually, for me, showed what the fuck they should look like on paper.
Facts.
And on the Colts perspective, that's basically a punch in the mouth right there, basically saying, "Yo, hey, we good, but you see what happens when we don't play good." So, like you said, it's positives on both sides. It wasn't really,
Hell yeah.
Mhm. All right, man. We're gonna jump to the next conversation. Probably the biggest conversation come out there bad week. The Cleveland Browns. Starting with Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders. What quarterback would you want to start next week?
Is this even a question? Come on,
You
man.
got to start
This ain't.
Shador.
This shouldn't even be a question.
You got to start Shador.
I'm about to say you can go, Meech. You can start it off. Yeah,
Nah,
we
because
in agreement.
at this at this
We
point,
can't
I
hear you,
mean,
brother.
what? Can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
Hold
I
on.
I I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can hear
Yeah,
him.
y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
nah, Shador. It's not so much that Shador is that much better than Dylan. It's that we've seen what everybody else has had to offer. You gave away the quarterback that was winning, Joe Flacco, who, by the way, they lost a close one tonight to the Bears. Like, and then you put the young boy Dylan Gabriel out there, but you're not really giving the team a chance to win. You got Myles Garrett, who's doing legendary shit. Like, who's doing legendary shit tonight. You know, like, I think last week he had like 5 sacks in the game. Like, you have to actually, I don't care what you do, even if you like want to get a high pick in the draft. So what, you have to give your team a chance to actually win games. And it's like the Cleveland organization is perpetually putting this team in bad positions to actually not only win games but to capitalize any momentum that they could have. Like, at this point, yeah, push your door in. I mean, fuck it, might as well. You never know what happened.
Hey, nah, this is crazy, but when you said 5 sacks, I had to go look the game up. It was 32-13. Patriots dogged them. And he had 5 sacks, and y'all got dogged. I'm sorry, but go ahead, Vega. You got it.
What are we talking about? I'm like, I'm one of them people who is opposed to the undersized quarterback thing. So regardless of what Dylan Gabriel did in the collegiate level, it's not translating to the NFL. I'm sorry. It's like the proof is in the pudding. You see him on the field, he struggles to move the ball. It's not just like a personnel thing. That's teams keying in on Dylan Gabriel's weaknesses. You got to start Shador. I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, this is a dumb question. I hate like, what? Oh my god! Shout out to the NFL, man. Y'all prove your point, but Cleveland, cut this shit out. I cut. Excuse my language. Cut this out. Let him loose, man. They mad because he's a brand, because he's gonna make his own money. Once he starts shining, he's going to make his own money, regardless of what the NFL says. It's in his contract. But so what?
What you got, Jay?
Shador should have been playing from week 1, my nigga. Simple as that, bro. It ain't he. I don't understand what's the point of being a rookie if you can't be a rookie. It's like this nigga ain't getting a chance to be a rookie. Like to the media, in the game, like he's never got a chance to just be a rookie. Like he coming in getting scrutinized like a veteran. You feel me? He coming in getting scrutinized as far as we can't even see what he can and can't do because it's like you're not giving him the chance because like bro said, that nigga gonna get that bag once he get there. But I mean, I don't see him being in Cleveland. To me, I really wouldn't even see it next year. But I feel like he gonna play, and you know what I'm saying he might end up getting a chance to showcase what he can do, and shit. Where I don't know where they are in our division. I just know that I think Ravens still at the bottom if I'm mistaken, or it might be them it might be Browns at the bottom. But the way our division is looking right now, anything can happen. So I hope that he turning around. You feel what I'm saying, and be able to get to a certain level when it comes to the division. But it got to be him, bro. Dylan Gabriel. I mean, I don't feel like he was all that in college. You know what I'm saying? I just feel as though Oregon know how to build a powerhouse. So it's one of them plug and play situations. It's very rare you get a like after Mariota. I don't if and mistake please everybody mistake me if I'm wrong. I don't remember anything quality coming out of there since Justin Herbert. I don't remember the Mariota Bo Nix technically, but he ain't really was the end all be all at Oregon. I think he transferred there if I ain't mistaken. But for real, yeah, like I don't really Dylan Gabriel, he wasn't the answer to me in college. That's why they had that good team and he folded when it came down to it. And I feel as though where everybody would say you put your boy in a big powerhouse school like that, it wouldn't even be no question of what we talking about where he going. So yeah, Shador all the way.
Yeah, and that's what I come down to. It sounds like we all agreeing to the same thing. Shador Sanders should have been started, and it's basically going off of, okay, you had Joe Falco there. Joe Falco was looking like straight ass. How the fuck did he go to Cincinnati and all of a sudden he putting over 40 points every goddamn game?
He got different
So
players there, but I
yeah,
feel you.
but that's what I'm saying. We getting back to Dylan Gabriel. He need players around him to succeed. Cleveland don't have no players right now. What does Shador Sanders always? I mean, other than Travis Hunter, you know what I'm saying? Did he have star players? No, but he always worked with what he had. So Cleveland best bet is to go with Shador Sanders, a quarterback that know how to work the system, that know how to work with make his players around him better, that know how to enhance the offense a little bit better. So Dylan Gabriel, I feel as though need those pieces where Shador Sanders don't. And that's what the Cleveland Browns are struggling with right now because Dylan Gabriel, 4 games he started, 1-4. One game that he won, he only threw 18 passes. It was mostly the running game that won that game. And then when they played the Steelers, the one game, he threw 52 passes. The fuck? So why the fuck is everybody trying to steal his passing game for some reason? I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me. Y'all gotta get me hip on that one.
Bro,
But
we try, bro. Not we not trash, bro. But like we don't. Yeah,
y'all probably
I've been a Steelers fan since '05. My nigga, I was in the 5th grade. From now to then, our best corner, it probably Joe Hayden.
Joe
And
Hayden.
who was our best corner?
Ike
I'm
Taylor.
trying. Oh yeah, but Ike Taylor was there when I was so young. You feel me?
Oh,
Of
okay,
course, I
okay,
would like
okay.
to.
My bad, my bad.
Nah, nah, you
I
right
might
though.
got 10 more years on you. I don't know. My
Nah,
bad, my
nah,
bad.
nah. Look. So like when Big Ben his rookie year, we won a chip. I was motherfucking in the 5th grade. You feel what I'm saying? So like
Okay.
I know that squad, and that's the squad that made me fall in love with football and the Steelers way. However, I'm saying prior to that squad, because I feel like top to bottom, that's one of our last flawless squads. But when we had all the teams after that with before my Shazier, before he got hurt, we was going crazy with AB, all that, bro. We never had a number one corner. That's really a number one corner. You can't, like I said, the only one you can recall is Joe Hayden, and we not saying that he a number
Yeah, I
one
can't even,
lockdown corner.
and I can't even say Joe Hayden because he was mostly with Cleveland most of his years.
Hey,
So
you see what
I
I'm
got him
saying?
on the back end.
So
But
to be honest with you, Joey Porter is supposed to be that for us. And he's not bad, but I feel like you see what happened the weeks that we wasn't getting no motherfucking pass rush. What he looked like this week, we just started getting the pass rush, and he was still getting cooked. He got a celebratory interception, nigga. That shit don't count. You real shit, like so. I mean, you feel me? I don't. We went and go get Jalen Ramsey for him to play safety. I like that. I don't mind that at all. But we got an old Darius Slay. I mean, I really don't. You see them like I feel as though that we kind of got a veteran based playoff team. So like where I forgot which one was on here. I think it was P Dot was saying that he feel like we gearing up for the playoffs. I agree. You feel me? Like I feel as though we just gotta get through this to get to the playoffs, and that's where you're gonna see some of our best work. However, yeah, it still remains nameless as far as who's the top corner, and that's niggas who will forever cook us. That boy
okay,
Jamar Chase set a record, 16 catches on us with a
that's a
new
fact.
quarterback in that week.
That's a fact. That's a
Come
fact.
on,
All
man.
right.
I tell you everything.
So we're gonna get down to this last game before we dip off, man. The game for the night: Seahawks versus the Commanders down at FedEx Field.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch, who you got, man?
Of course, you know who I got. I got the Commanders. And for good valid reasons. I'm not just saying that as a fanboy. We do have JD5 back, which is huge for us. So I think this is the closest to full strength that we have been on offense all year. So it'll be good to be out there with a relatively healthy team. My biggest concern really is more so from our defensive side. Our defense has had more holes than Swiss cheese this year. And them boys, and it really comes down to really just simple shit, and it comes down to fundamentals. A lot of our mistakes are just mental, and they have not been doing the little things such as wrapping up when they tackle. I've been seeing a lot of shoulders being thrown into niggas and shit, and that has been the reason that teams have been able to like rip off big runs, rack up yards after catch, and run after contact on us because we haven't been doing the little things like that. So I expect us to actually run up a lot of points, but it's up to our defense to actually make the plays and stop the offense from scoring.
Who you got tonight, Pete? Vegan.
Dun. As a on my slip, I picked the Commanders. They got them as an underdogs, right? Yeah, they got them as an underdogs tonight. I picked the Commanders, but I could easily see Seattle getting it done. Like I understand why the Bucks had them favored. They're playing decent football. Got one of the best receivers in the league right now, young boy. What else? Oh, hold on, 1 second, fellas. My grandmother calling me.
Who you got for tonight, Jay?
I don't know why in my head I thought Jaden Daniels wasn't playing. So I went with Seahawks. But even with him playing, I'm still going to go with Seahawks. And I don't feel like it's any knock to the Commanders. I just feel like Seahawks the better team right now. And I feel as though that I
My
feel
fault.
like Commanders kind of, I don't know what's going on with the defense over there personally. I feel like I feel like the offense played good, but they haven't been playing up the par because they haven't had all their pieces. And I do believe Jaden Daniels still kind of hurt, in my opinion. I don't feel like that he all the way healthy. So and having a bum leg on the way that he played, it ain't gonna be as effective. And I feel like that there's no like excitement going on right now in the Commander locker room, and it's showing. I feel like last year was a lot of excitement, so like it was carrying over into the play. I don't see niggas flying to the ball. I don't see people gearing up to lock up. I don't see none of those things happening right now. I just see them kind of going with the motions, and I feel like this is the season where, from that happening, it's going to be a JD slump. Overall, I feel like it's going to be a slump season for the Commanders off the strength of. I feel like they rode the high too far last year. So I'm taking the Seahawks.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
I
I
hear you.
can't.
I hear you. You
What he
know
say?
what I'm
What bro say? I couldn't hear him.
He said that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I fuck with the Commanders. If I had to choose an NFC team, and I'm not fucking with Baltimore because as a home team, I would choose the Commanders. You feel me? But yeah, bro, I don't. Y'all, it ain't popping in DC right now. Like last year, your boy had that shit popping. It's just not. I don't see the pop.
Yeah,
Our defense
okay.
not playing up to par. That's why I'm saying tonight's going to be. It's not really going to be about so much the health of JD5. I think the offense is actually going to be fine. They'll be running like as smooth as they can. It's really going to come down to the defense being able to do the little shit and like get off the field on like third down and shit. Like they have to be able to do that.
Okay, get off third down. I can see that happening. I mean, man, this my take on this game. You got the Seahawks at 5-2. Two games that they lost was against the Buccaneers and the 49ers. The 5 games that they won was the Steelers, the Saints, the Cardinals, the Jaguars, and the Texans. They ain't no, you ain't really beat nobody out there, John. I mean, I give it to you on the Steelers. That's week 2, though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still trying to figure out their team. Aaron
That
Rodgers just
shit,
got
that
there.
shit,
You
that
know what I'm
shit hurts
saying?
still, man.
So, but Seahawks ain't really played nobody. Now we get into the Commanders. They at 3-5. We already know how the NFC East works. So you go down to 6 games, you basically putting yourself at a bad in a bad position. Jaden Daniels coming back this week. It's Sunday night. Motherfuckers out there tailgating since 2 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm saying? With that pop, I think that pop gonna come tonight, man. Even though they don't got Scary Terry out there, I feel as though this is their chance to really make a push for the division. Well, last chance to make a push for the division. You know, if they really want to stay in it. I know the Eagles probably take it, but to get over Dallas, they got to get this one. They got to get this one. So,
But we
Seahawks,
still got to beat them head to head. We got to beat Dallas the second time because we lost the first time. We have to beat Eagles both times because we play them like basically back to back at the end of the season.
yeah,
So it's gonna get hectic for us. So we do need tonight is a must win for us. I do agree.
yeah. So, man.
Now it's gonna be
I'm gonna
hard.
go Commanders. I'm gonna go Commander. JD5 step up. You know what I'm saying? Show him why he was the rookie of the year last year. And
You going Commander straight out or with the spread?
if I had to choose, I'm going Commanders.
It's the
Hard,
spread
really
right now
hard.
on FanDuel is at 2 point plus 2.5.
Oh, without a doubt.
2017,
You taking the spread
2017.
Yeah,
straight
without
up,
a doubt. Without a doubt.
straight up, bro. I'm taking the spread, bro.
Without a
I'm
doubt.
going 24-20, man. Commanders.
Okay,
Give me that spread, man. Um,
okay.
like I said earlier, as a better, I took the Commanders just cause the money looked right. But I
Mm.
can easily see Seattle getting it done. They playing good ball. One of the best receivers, K9. He balling.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, he not turning the ball over. And even honestly, to his credit, even some of the games where he has been like flustered or pressured, because I watched when they played Atlanta, and I was kind of impressed because Atlanta gets pressure on the quarterback, and they was in his face damn near all night. But I was impressed that like he's not Sam Darnold from the Jets. So Washington, y'all need that. Like bro said earlier, y'all need that spark back that y'all played with last year because this shit that y'all playing with now. I mean, I've been saying it for the last couple weeks. Washington's underperforming. So they don't, I don't know. Hopefully J5 get him some magic. But like bro said, like me said, he has to come out and be special, and that defense has to show a spark of what they had last year. Because if not, it's going to be a long night, especially being undermanned.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. I know the game just kicked off. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Kick back, you know what I'm saying? Got a nice little cup in your hand. Appreciate y'all coming through,
You know
man,
I
with
got a
another
cup.
one. Appreciate y'all coming through with another one, man. Week 9, Facts and Stats Live. We out, man.
Yes, sir.